Trade recap January 20th. I almost said 17th. So I broke my rules again. Like an idiot. But it's National Penguin Day, so that makes it all better. I took 4 positions today. And let me just go straight into why I took those 4 positions. So on the higher time frame, we're obviously in a downtrend. See lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, the usual. On the 1 minute, I entered my first position off of this reversal here. We had slight S&T divergence, and when we shot through this inverse fair value gap, I decided to enter on the breakthrough, and I was originally going to target this sell side liquidity, but we came down here and we made this low really close to the sell side liquidity before retracing all the way back up close to break even. I had moved my stop to break even by like this point here, but then I decided to just, play it safe, move my TP to this low. Only a few point difference, and that ended up hitting. And honestly, this next trade that I took should have been my last. After hitting the 1 winning trade, I was up a decent amount. But this setup, I really liked this setup. There was a lot of S&T divergence, a lot of bearish S&T divergence between NQ and ES. And we were consolidating around these 2 inverse fair value gaps. And I knew that we were going to dump. And we did dump. We dumped like, 40, 50 points within a minute and a half. But that was after I got stopped out stopped out by a few ticks twice on this area. I knew this dump was coming. But I entered a position around here and I got stopped out of it. And then I believe on this candle, like an idiot, I entered, call me an idiot. It was a good setup. It's just very unfortunate. I got entered around here, and I got wicked out again. And this was before the plummet that would have hit my final TP within like a minute's time. And then I decided, because my bias was short, I really just, again, should have been done after taking my rules only should have allowed me to take this second trade. And if I did, I would have been wicked out. It was unfortunate. I would still be up on the day though. But I was blinded by how good this setup was looking. If we look at ES, we made these somewhat equal highs on NQ, and the ES high was down here and up here. So that's obvious S&T divergence that gave me a base confluence for a rejection or continuation through an inverse fair value gap, which would have hit final sell side liquidity. It was a perfect, almost textbook setup, except I got wicked out twice, of course. And then, like the very smart person I am, I took a trade off of this second inverse fair value gap that I got. It was looking good a little bit. ES was looking so bearish, but I got stopped out almost right away. And at the end of the day, down 13 points. It's not that big of a deal. It could have been a lot less. I should be up right now if I followed my rules to the T. But I just got blinded by how good this setup looked. But that's just something I gotta work on for the future. No matter how good the setup looks, if I got wicked out once, there's no guarantee it won't happen twice, and it happened twice today. And man, it worked out so well. I knew this dump was coming. It makes me mad just looking at it. But yeah. The first trade that I took, it was a decent setup. It definitely wasn't as good as the second setup. The second setup was beautiful. I just got wicked out. But I should have taken this first trade, been up around 30 points. Like I believe it's 26 that I took to be exact, and then taken a like 10-ish point loss, 10, 12 point loss, and I would have been up a decent amount and should have just ended the day there. But again, these are new rules that I'm working with, so I'm not the best at following them yet. But time will come tomorrow. Will not break my rules anymore, because this just further proves that my rules are there for a reason, and any time that I have broken them, it has ended poorly. I think there has been one time within the past 2 weeks that breaking my rules actually resulted in a win. And even that wasn't technically breaking my rules because I didn't have set rules on it yet. I kind of had a mental, thing going on, but after setting set rules as a foundation, I should not have broken them again. But thankfully, I did end up stopping myself. I consider today break even down like 13 points, no big deal. But lesson for the next day.